a good Monday and Memorial Day. It's comedian, clairvoyant, energy healer, and life coach, and the supreme grand wizard of the Jewish Illuminati, aka Yael, the Queen of Fire. So we have some breaking Jewish Illuminati news to report to the public. First, we have updates on Walter's spiritual condition. Walter the cat from the Felines of Zion has been exhibiting terrible behavior pretty much for the past several years. And Walter has undergone a series of exorcisms and faith healings. We do not need any more. There are no demons in Walter. Walter is just a sassy cat. So at this point, it's really just in the hands of God. Walter would basically need almost like a personality shift, but there is no paranormal activity in Walter. He is just a rotten little kitty sometimes. So we thank you for your prayers and energy work on Walter. Prayers are welcome. Energy work is probably no longer necessary as we have exorcised all of those demons out of him, and he is still a grouch. Moving on, we want to say that we are just so proud of the growth that the family lineage, the Rothschilds that we have grandfathered in to the new Jewish Illuminati. We are shocked and delighted to see you being Jewish legitimately for the first time probably ever. We understand that the loss and destruction of the Satan, someone whom they worshipped as a god, unfortunately, for a long time. So we understand that that destruction created some rifts. So we are very proud of where the Rothschilds, the direction they're heading in. Now, the Rothschilds, we're not trying to pin Jewish Illuminati members against each other. But the Musks and the Trumps are just leaps and bounds ahead of the growth of the Rothschilds. So we'd like to see the Rothschilds rise up to the level of Elon Musk and all of his children and their mothers and the Trumps. We are very happy at where they are functioning here in the Jewish Illuminati. For those of you who have not yet paid your Jewish Illuminati fees, we recommend you do that, lest we terminate your life contracts. Rockefellers, listen, I know you thought you were going to be a secret society for a long time. So did Sean Diddy Combs. Look where he is. We need better. Now, we have revoked the pending applications and all previous contracts with Sean Diddy Combs and all of his, I think, mostly illegitimate children. We just can't have trash here in the Jewish Illuminati. We are specifically here to remove trash from creation. Again, we being the elders of Zion, we are really the vessels for the light of Yud-Heh Vav-Heh Hashem, the one and only God. And thus we terminate the evil, wicked, and stupid, those who cannot be healed. That's our job. So we would like to remind the Rockefellers, there is no Satan. There is no Baal, Moloch. There really is no boogeyman at this juncture, Rockefellers, for you to manipulate. The Zuckerbergs are screwed. Zuckerbergs and the Chans We have revoked any contracts you ever had with the old Illuminati. We have officially denied your applications to the Jewish Illuminati. And on the application form, it does say, in the event of a denial, would you like us to give you a detailed reason? So we're going to give that detailed reason publicly, just so people can, it's kind of like answering a lot of questions at once. So, Mr. Zuckerberg and Ms. Chan, we also here at the Jewish Illuminati like the idea of wives publicly taking the last names of their husbands, like Kim Kardashian West. Even though they are no longer together, she still honored her husband by taking his name. So on that foundation alone, Ms. Chan, we did not want you, even if we didn't have other reasons. We may have let you in, but it was the other reasons and that one that really irked us here at, the elders of the Protocols of Zion. And, Mr. Zuckerberg, when the Lord Almighty gives you a gift like Facebook, a tool to make like zillions of dollars, right? And it is a tool being used by some parts of humanity to traffic and exploit and be a facilitator for revenge porn, all sorts of horrible things. So when you allow that level of negligence to go on a website used by billions of people, obviously when the Jewish Illuminati was assembled here on earth, we are the reps for the throne of David. The Holy Temple will be standing in like 5 minutes in Jerusalem. We can't condone that type of behavior because we here at the Jewish Illuminati, aka the Cabal, otherwise known as the Elders of Zion from that book, the Protocols of the Elders of Zion. There's a lot of part of that book, lots of that book that's not true. Some of it is. The good parts are true. The bad parts are not, and we'll get into that another day. But we would like to answer this question for the Zuckerbergs, the Chans, the Kunisses needed this clarification as well. The Kutchers needed this, because again, it's not Mila Kutcher, it's Mila Kunis. So we would like to let Ashton Kutcher know and Mila Kunis that the reason your application to the Jewish Illuminati has been denied and the reason you were not grandfathered in from the old Illuminati is once again the abuse of power and the conscious choice to stand with godless Scientologist, the Makshimo Danny Masterson. Now, when the Jewish Illuminati conquers Los Angeles, we are going to round up all of the Satanists in all of their satanic beliefs, really whatever they are, and we are going to stuff them into the facilities of where they worshipped this madness. We want to say that our friends, the Warners, Brian Warner and his lovely wife, Lindsay, they said that we should call this the Fire Festival since we have liberated that one guy that used to do business with Ja Rule. He's gonna not rule. He doesn't rule. His music isn't even good, but. So we're going to call it the Fire Festival. Marilyn Manson has signed up to play. Marilyn Manson wasn't on the first Fire Festival. Blink-182 was. Blink-182 will probably sign up. They're all Jewish Illuminati members. They were grandfathered. So anywho's, we're going to round up all of the people with the satanic beliefs. That's going to be a lot of people, from the old Jewish Illuminati. Put them in the satanic churches, The glory of the Lord will then rain fire down from the sky, and those who make it out of the burning, hellish facilities will live, and those who don't, their life contract has been terminated and will never exist again. And they were evil, wicked, and or stupid and could not be healed. It's unfortunate when that happens. And also, Yud He Vav He, Hashem, Elohim, he hates burning down good real estate. Look what happened at that fire a bunch of years ago in France with Notre Dame. They used to do atrocious things to Jews, and Hashem just set it on fire. They rebuilt it. He'll burn it again. We here at the Jewish Illuminati, and again, where we're just giving a round of applause to the Rothschilds, which is nice, because I, being a descendant and a member of their family, it's always nice to know that, some relatives can be saved. So the Trumps are like dancing in glory. The Rothschilds are like getting out of the swamp and hosing down. So we would like to see the Rothschilds dancing in glory with the Trumps. We understand here at the Jewish Illuminati, severing ties is difficult. We get it. We saw the Lord our God sever his tie with Satan. It was a very emotional day. But we need to remind the Rothschilds that the Rockefellers have shown us most of them are bad apples. The ones who are good will obviously be saved, all 6 of them. 7. There was one hiding under a desk. So we just want the Rothschilds to understand that if you cannot inspire the Rockefellers to make the teshuvah, you must sever your ties with them, shoot them in the crotch, set them on fire from your life. They just can't be around, because we here at the Jewish Illuminati hate riffraff. And we understand that riffraff comes in all colors. Riffraff a lot of white people are riffraff. A lot of the people that you would be considered white privilege are riffraff. And we here at the Jewish Illuminati, it even says in our paperwork, we hate riffraff. We hate rigmarole. We hate hocus pocus. We hate riffraff. We hate dark magic. We hate people who can't be saved. We hate traffic and people who traffic. We hate scam artists. Although we have forgiven Razzle Khan, and we are just so proud of the levels that she has attained within the Holy Jewish Illuminati. She was grandfathered from the old Illuminati. You are forgiven for stealing $4.5 billion. We understand why you did it. We're going to give all the money back at redemption. Don't worry. You're all good with us. Your application has been approved. Please feel free to help us write a theme song. Now, Kanye West and Bianca Sensory, why have your applications not yet been approved? Bianca, you have to put clothes on and take your husband's name and stop acting a mess. Kanye, the shit stops now. Whatever reason you were behaving like a lunatic, it's no longer acceptable. If you want to be in this here Jewish Illuminati, you got to behave yourself. Jay-Z and Beyonce, we are so proud of where you're at. Please continue to grow. And Jay-Z and Beyonce, we just want to let you know that you are receiving the Shavuos package from the Hamajeans. She did put one of her baklavas without nuts for your daughter. So she wants you to know that that is wrapped in a separate tissue paper. labeled no nuts. That's not a joke. She wants you to know that there is no nuts in that baklava. Oh, good morning. We have a Jewish Illuminati member who is with us here at the Protocols of the Elders of Zion and the Kabbalah for a long time. Good morning, Brandy. So we have great news to report. The Rockefellers are mostly dead. 7 have survived so far. The Rothschilds, my family lineage, now they're just doing such a good job at not being awful. They've thrown away most of their satanic gear. Now the satanic Bibles have to be burned. Sorry, it was never a real Bible. You know what? Read Harry Potter. It's a happier story. There's more truth to it, and it's a fiction book than the satanic Bible. You guys thought the Antichrist was coming. Here I am. It's come on, guys. Really, the Antichrist, just because I'm Jewish, does not give you the right to call me the Antichrist. That has to be stopped. Now, I know that some of you in the Jewish Illuminati that were grandfathered in from the old branches that worship Satan are calling me the Antichrist. I am not the Antichrist. I am like Hashem's lawyer, secretary, buddy, confidant, and kind of like God's liaison here on earth. Not at all like a Jesus situation. It's not a come on to me to come on to the Father situation. Oh God, no. Anyone can come on to the Father. You definitely don't have to go through me. You should probably listen to what I teach because it's all Torah, and that'll definitely bring you closer to God. But again, you can do that on your own. I don't need people following me. That's weird. So yeah, calling me Yael, the Queen of Fire, the Supreme Grand Wizard for the Jewish Illuminati, aka formerly the Cabal, you can't call me the Antichrist. Can't call me Satan. I am not the devil. What is that one called? Baphomet? Is that what it's called, Brandy? Is it Baphomet? I am not Baphomet. Fucking hell. Did nobody read the book of Judges? I am Yael from the miracle in the book of Judges between Yael and Deborah. It's in any King James version, for God's sakes. Y'all didn't even have a King James Bible sitting next to the Satanic Bible? That's just so disappointing. Not even for a historical reference. Okay, so the Slayer that came to jab the tent pin through the head of Sisera, that was me. That gave him the wine and the cheese. Right. It says nothing about Satan. Oh, Brandy, the old members that we grandfathered in from the old Illuminati, the Rockefellers are still struggling with this. They keep calling my arrival the Antichrist. I was like, no, I'm here to represent the throne of David and to ensure that all humanity is ready for the standing of the third and final holy temple, the Beis Hamikdash, for the Ark of the Covenant to be restored and for the land to be dictated by the chosen Messiah among the land as a mouthpiece for the Lord. Like, this is absurd. My job is to facilitate all of this, and these motherfuckers are over here calling me the Antichrist. Not acceptable. For those of you who've called me the Antichrist in the last week, we have already spoken to the streaming services and to Amazon, and any online orders you've made, they're going to take 2 weeks to get there. And you're going to have to change your Netflix password a lot. Brandy, which family bloodline are you? Are you Rothschild or Rockefeller? We're the Rothschilds that are, they're cleaning up their act. We'll give her a chance to respond. It's the Rockefellers that are struggling. Like I said, so far out of a lot of Rockefellers, we've saved 7. And the only reason we found a 7th Rockefeller to save was one was in his office hiding under his desk. Oh, okay. So we now have 8 Rockefellers and her children. So see, we're saving more Rockefellers every day. We just have to find them. So yeah, there was one of your distant cousins, Brandy, was in his office hiding from us under his desk. We saw him and we're like, please come out from under the desk. You are not in trouble. He was holding on to his Torah. He was crying. It was a big deal. He had the 5 books of Moses, had the Chumash. It was pitiful. We're like, please come out from underneath the desk. You're not in any trouble with God. Right. There probably isn't a need to save the majority of them. We want to give them a chance before they, feel the wrath of God and all that fire. A global renovation is just going to be so expensive and time consuming. So we really want to do it efficiently and take out as much evil, wicked, and stupid as we possibly can in just one clean swoop, So, once the old Illuminati members start paying their dues, we will start sending out the welcome packages, and we're going to have a lot of fun this summer. July is going to be a big month for war and civil war, getting rid of a lot of evil, wicked, and stupid this summer. A lot of good people are going to get married. It's just going to be a great time. So that was your breaking news on the Jewish Illuminati. We are wishing you a wonderful day, and God bless the good. And the wrath of God is coming for the evil, wicked, and stupid, and we don't want that to be you. So change today. Take care. Bye-bye.